Good morning, Rabbi Isai. First, we have to start off. We have a big simcha in the house. Shraga, the Chosin, getting married tonight. Tonight. Be'ez Hashem, you should have your priorities straight, your entire marriage, coming to the daf, doing the daf the morning of, and then worry about the rest of the stuff later. It's a chizuk, be'emes, the day of, with the shomer, Rabbi Waldman. You're the older one or the second one? Okay. That's right, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov. What is that, like 3 weeks ago or something?
In 3 weeks.
No, in 3 weeks you're getting married. When did you get engaged?
1.5 months ago.
Really? Wow. He's in Leslie's class. From Chicago. A Chicagoan. Yaakov Hagler. Hi, Rebelli. I think a good transition word for the word ma'akev is impediment. That's not bad.
Okay, good. Okay.
I like that. A hindrance, obstacle, and obstruction. Grew up in Moshav Matityahu. I was neighbors with Gershon Ben Moshe, but he's not here today, Gershon. Regards from Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you for the most engaging shir and all that you do. Have a wonderful Shabbos. Yaakov Hagler, Sanhedrin Daf, Beis. I'm under the weather slightly, just a cold, nothing major. Mazel Tov Spencer Zeitlin on your bar mitzvah. Look, Rabbi, check it out. Akiva Ziegler went there to represent, and then we have our one and only Avi's on a flight right now. He'll be back, Be'ez Hashem. It fits in mamish. That kippah is unbelievable on Avi, no? Yesterday you mentioned Chile. I wanted to know that here in Chile, there's a small Jewish community with a kollel and yeshiva k'tana, along with a big and growing group learning Daf Yomi. I was introduced to MDY through the podcast he did with Living L'chaim and Help Me Connect. Last week we also had a guy that helped me connect more clearly to Gemara. There's also a large Chilean Jewish community in Ramat Bet Shemesh, particularly in Ramat Daled, where your shiurim have also had an impact. Because of this, I'm trying to help expand the MDY presence here in Chile and encourage others to learn Daf Yomi. Using MDY, it's clear that MDY reaches even Soif HaIlam. Kol Tov, Chile. Anonymous, Zvachim, Daf Chof. It says his name on top, but I'm not going to even... Rabbi said we had a tremendous evening last night. I'm not sure. People told me there's like 300 people per shir. Let's call it 200 to be safe. 200 per shir. First it was English, and then there was the Hebrew. Ptil Chelet at Ptil Chelet is very, very nice. In fact, I'm going to show you a short clip, like a minute and a half when we get to that sugya. It's literally the sugya. The sugya says, how do you dye tchelas? And the guy got on there. It's one of the best hands-on demonstrations that we've done here in this year. He had the egg, he had this, he showed us, it turned colors, it was unbelievable. And a lot of people took advantage. You could still, if you want, the discount is still going worldwide. Shop.techelet.com. Somebody sent me an email. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow maybe. He said there's another company that also does tchelas. It's a little cheaper. Okay, whatever. I don't want to ruin that whole thing. Use discount code MDY, it says here. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh, I got a few emails about this, but I like this one because it sticks in Reb Sruli. Rebelli said that the Gra wore cotton to show that it's fitting for tzitzis. Reb Sruli said in a raid bite, in the name of Reb Shmuel Salant, that it was because he was already wearing his talis gadol the whole day. He wanted to get the rice and the rabbanon together. So that must be pshat because I got this from like 5 different people, from Yonah Koren. Eli Doppelt. We haven't heard from him in a while. Dear Rebelli, thank you for the free publicity in the Ami magazine. After Purim, I'm putting out a big new song sung by one of Klal Yisrael's greatest singing stars, and all publicity is helpful, Ki Yadua. This is relevant to your article's topic because the whole reason I started putting out music, you can imagine the insane amounts of money spent that can't be recouped, is because I needed a daily healthy outlet that was an alternative to YouTube. I realized that the willpower alone was not enough, so I created a schayvus, a commitment to music producer Yochi Briskman that would force me to engage in writing and playing music when I had free time, instead of wasting time on digital content. I hope others can do this too, and each person finds a spiritual, healthy hobby to commit to for their downtime, which everyone has. He's saying here a very deep thing, and I've seen this over and over. People that have addictions and all sorts of things, the shir really helps them because you have to find an alternative. You can't just drop an addiction and hope that it's never going to come back. You have to find something to do at that time, whatever. Now for the email I drafted 2 months ago, but didn't send because Eli traveled the next day to Utah. Dear Reb Eli, in yesterday's shir you were talking about Yogi Berra's great lines, and you overlooked an important one. It goes like this: "Oh, that restaurant, nobody goes there anymore. It's always too crowded." Some people like me often feel that way about MDY. 6 years ago, we used to be part of an elite special group that was part of a fresh new movement of learning the daf with this wacky visionary Eli Stefansky. Nowadays, every person I meet plus his uncle is a part of MDY in some way. I thought of finding a new small cult to join where it wouldn't be crowded because nobody goes there yet. But I realized this is how we always wanted it to be, an ever-growing movement of Yidden who realize they need to introduce a healthy, holy habit into their day in a way that is sustainable, not just a chizuk that dies down after a week or two. After that is key, and that is the key to all Kabbalahs and Avodas Hashem. If you're taking on a Kabbalah that will enhance your life, make it one that is sustainable. Thank you, Rebelli. You have a great schus of giving thousands of Yidden in a sustainable way to learn Torah daily, just like my music projects that we needed to sustain my YouTube Kabbalah, Hamevin Yovin, Yoeli Doppelt. Did I show this motorcycle in the English here? Yes. In the English here? What is it?
Kobe.
Time out. You say yes. Lawyer, what is it? What is it? You don't know. Okay, so if you don't know, I'm going to show it. It's an MDY based on this is from 14. I guess I didn't show it.
But if I put on tzitzis, do I need chaylas? And then if it has tzitzis, do I need to add this over here?
It's a real MDY bike. If you read this, you have to do the daf. It has that sticker from Yevamis.
But it's not about the dog, it's about the yogi.
It's the video I showed of the motorcycle guy wearing the yellow. So he's the real deal. The boys say, Hollywood, what?
It's Harley Davidson.
Oh. Hollywood, Florida, satellite location. Ari gave me yesterday, he said I'm his Talmud. I said, he gave me smicha, and I told him I'm Talmud Machkimis Rabbi. Kim Tzarayin, guest, Shalom Aleichem, guest. What's going to be with this Hollywood, Florida? Because I didn't come, so they're upset at me. What happened over there? Hollywood, Florida, satellite location. Maybe they need David Salomon to go there and do something. He's the one that helped them get the renovation going. Excited to announce that starting this month's Shabbos, we'll be hosting a weekly Milava Malka following the MDY English year. 9 p.m. MDY English year. 10 p.m. Milava Malka. Interested in sponsoring. Givaldik. These are the people that sponsor Kakal, Adar Global, Til Chelid, and a bunch of others. Where's Harris? Oh, Gil! Shkoyach. You're there, here. I saw your name. Here we go. Trumat Gil Harris. The Schus Kol Mishpach Zem Diwai. Shkoyach. All right, Rabbi Isai. Here we go. We'll say hello to the guests in a little bit. Sponsors. Oh, yeah, sponsors. We might have to go back. Yossi's pushing to go back to all the sponsors. Official edition MDY Shas. Daf, Gedalia Waldman, in memory of a Rav Yitzchok ben Shlomo Zeichetzad Livrocha, Rabbi Dr. Irving Jacobs. Daily sponsors Yitzchok Varchheimer, Lulunishmas Hachaver Yechiel ben Hachaver Yehuda, Zechron Livrocha Heyadar. Michael Rubin, in memory of the yard of Mendel ben Elimelech Rubin, Zechron Livrocha, anonymous. For Shlema, Le'as Bas Dvaira, surgery should go well. Surgery should go well, amen. I don't know. Liat Bas Dvaira. Liat Bas Dvaira for Shlema. Except the sponsor, David Salomon.
Dedicated memory of Avi Marib Shmuel Baruch Baruch Chaim Tzvi Doish Chron Levracha. Mesechus sponsors Joel Gedalis Lilish my father Jack Gedalis. Anonymous. Haslacha Baruch Zevagashim is the Palchik Family Foundation. Zechin Shmos Rav Goyim Shlomo Palchik. The Metchetzer Eloi. Anonymous, Refuah Shleima Moshe ben Izah. Anonymous, for complete Refuah Shleima and Arichas Yom to Leiba Bas Esther Yisrael Malki. Toilet Dar Spichel Malki Zav Chesed. We're so proud of you. Yaakov Mordechai keep steiging. Send the Grossen family. Can be Ariel UK in honor of Rebellion. You changed my meaning of life. Plenty Almighty. Yossi, Mark, and Benny, and all the Oiskim and Tzorchem DY. Because Baruch Shalom Scharim. Official edition MDY Shas Masechta by the Iranian Levi families. Perik Anonymous. Lilish Vasavi Boyer, Reb Chaim, Reb Yosef Zevon Rocha. Lamid Thomas Tavshin Pei. The monthly sponsors: Ayi Simon, Refuah Shleima Avi Mari, Baruch Ben Miriam, Jamie Azulai, Refuah Shleima, Esther Bass, Luna, Moshe Aaron and Miriam Landy. Hoyt Lashem Kitoy, Kilo El Chazdoi. Anonymous for the merit of Refuah Shleima for all Klal Yisrael who need Refuah Shleima. Saw Fishy Fisher in honor of Moshe is putting on tefillin. Anonymous for the merit of Refuah Shleima for Malka Baschaya. Centers.com helping getting down with Tzibor, pop up in Yonim anywhere worldwide. Lilish Maschem Shalom Ben Betzalel. Weekly sponsors: Lev Ove staff therapist. Refuah Shleima to Moshe Ben Bracham and Isle of Lev Ove for selflessly donating his kidney. NDY Art month. Yosef Ben Chai Sar for Parnas Bereba. Refuah Shleima Yonatan Eitam Bebeshav Bracha. Refuah Shleima Mordechai Ben Esther. Refuah Hayeled Daniel Zev Ben Hayeled Esther.
Here's a question, Rabbi Sai. Could a guy build a sukkah? Your sukkah. Could a guy build your sukkah? Yosef. Gamba. Could a guy perform a bris milah? If there's no Jewish moil around, and it's already the 8th day, could a guy perform a bris milah? No. Yeah, it's just legs. What? Yeah, the man is. We're going to see the guy could. Might be an argument, but the one that says the guy could, you don't have to do atavas dam bris afterwards. Could a guy make your tzitzis? No. Favos nicht. What's the difference?
On the head.
Ksharta. That's on tefillin. Okay. Nice. Good. Nice try. Says the Gemara, 18 lines from the bottom of Mem Aleph on Beis. Rabbi, I just realized something gewaldik. Donnie, thanks for bringing the chassan to me, so I don't have to go to him tonight. I see a comeback. If you don't see me in the beginning of the chasana, I probably won't be there. So I have to do something to make it all the way in the beginning, and then I'll run back. That's the only way to do it tonight. Rav Yehuda Mosar Leila Katzara. I used it. Chaim Kornbluth, who used to be a big part of the shir, was here for day one, and he's here for a few years. He says, you have to come to my daughter's chasana. I said, I'm not even going to Danny Fein's chasana. So I don't know now if I used it as a... All right, it's a shtickle baya. Rav Yehuda, yeah, it's Mamash Neder. I have to keep my word. Yeah. I'm done. Nothing will help. No, for sure not. Rav Yehuda, I forgot to bring the piece I wanted to bring. Okay. Rav Yehuda Masa Leila Katzara. Rav Yehuda would give his talis to the laundromat, to the dry cleaner, and this I have to. Even though you guys know the story, most of you, but the new guys don't. Waldman doesn't know the story. So in New York, the Chinese, they're very big into the laundromat. So a guy gave his talis in there, and he gets a bill for $100. He says $100. It's a $10. He says it's $20 for the talis. It's $80 for me to undo all those strings you had on the corner and put them back. Oh, Ma'aser Shehaya. Rav Chanina Avalei Sisa. So this is the struggle that I have. If anybody has a good eitzah, I'm sure somebody out there came up with some sort of device. So how do you wash your tzitzis without ruining them? Every time it goes into the laundry, huh? The net doesn't work for me. Tzitzis have a pocket. The what? You hold on. Here's a guy that knows what he's talking about. Finally, all you guys, you tried all the shtusim, doesn't work. You take the tzitzis, you fold them up.
Take all the full strength and tie it into a slip knot, and then put it in the pocket.
Into the pocket.
The strings don't get ruined.
Into what? What, that little pocket that it comes with?
Oh, into like a net.
Oh, into the net. But you have to put into a slipstring first. But if you don't put in a slipstring, then they get all messed up. They get frayed. I have this thing that has it's a plastic, and you go around, it goes all the way. Simple eights, there we go.
Lay down, tell us about it.
You get a new one every time.
You take the tzitzis, put them in the middle, roll it up,
Yeah,
put it in a woman's stocking,
yeah.
tie it off, throw it in the washer pool.
But does it get clean like that? It gets clean. Nachamal. You take the tzitzis, put it in the middle, fold it up,
Roll the thing.
roll it up.
Fold it in half now. I got like a sausage.
You have a sausage.
Put it in a woman's stocking. Tie it off. Throw it in.
It's usher. Tzitzis. This is. Can we get a man stocking? This is mamish usher. It works perfect. Oh, it was worth the whole share just for this eitzah. Okay.
I have a better idea. Put it in the hammer.
Okay. Givaldik. Rabbi, so we have to get to Omid Aleph first. Then we'll talk. Ravina Chaydu Mechot. So they had these pockets. These pockets were not invented now. Check this out. Even Yoshi did one for us. Yeah. Sisa is a ball, rolled it up into a ball. Rav Chanina Avid Le Sisa. Ravina Chaydu Mechot. He did something like this. He basically sewed the tzitzis into he made a little pocket on the spot, and after the wash, he undid it. Toner Rabbanon. Kama chutin hu noisen. How many strings are on the tzitzis? It's 4. You put them into the corner and you fold it over. And Basil say 3 strings you fold it over. Meanwhile, maybe Eli, send me my talis this way, please. Now, there's a famous story in the Gemara that Rabbi Chana saw the Meisei Midbar, those who died in the Midbar. And he saw that they were wearing talesim with chelas. So he figured to himself, wow, it's a great opportunity. You know, the I told you so kind of thing. If you could bring the actual strings of the tzitzis, of those of the midbar, then there's no machlokes between Bisham and Basil. How many strings? I can prove you. 3 or 4. So he cut it, put it in his pocket, taking from antiques, going into the caves, taking stuff out, filling your back. He gets on his donkey or whatever, a camel, and it wouldn't move. It wouldn't move. So the Arab said, hey, did you take something from over here? He said, yeah. He says, they don't move. If you take, they don't move. Put it back. So he put it back. He comes back. He told him the story. So he said, why didn't you count at least? Count and tell us how much. You just put it back without counting? That was the story over there. But anyways, this is machlokes going back. How many strings? 4, 3. Says the Gemara, how much does it have to come off the corner? How long does the tzitzis have to be? Arba, it has to be 4 fingers. 3 fingers. You're talking about a thumb's breadth, 4 thumbs. Omar Papa Tevach the Arba Begudel. The Raisa Tevach is 4 thumbs. Shiz Biktana, if you're talking about the pinky, 6 pinkies. Chomesh Betilda, if you're talking about the 3rd finger or the 2nd finger, you're talking about 5 fingers. So it's 4, 5, 6. Depends the size of the finger. Depends what finger, not the size of the finger. Correct. And we're talking about average person. Rabbi Yehuda Amar Shloish B'Soich Shalosh. Omer Avuna. Arba B'Soich Arba U'Meshuleshes Arba. We're talking about 4 strings, arbas, 4 strings, B'Soich Arba, within 4 fingers of the end of the garment. U'Meshuleshes Arba, it has to hang down 4, something as so. I'm not excited about this picture. I would have done it differently. Because Yoshi's not counting all the knots, and maybe you have to count the knots. The idea, you get the idea. It's 4 fingers off the tzitzis with the knots. Without the knots, you'll figure it out. 4 fingers, the hole that you put it through is maximum 4 fingers away from the edge. And 4 long we said, 4 from this, and 4 strings. Rav Yehuda Amar Shloisha, like 3 strings, B'Soich Shalosh, within 3 fingers of the edge of the talis, Mshuleshes Shalosh, and it hangs down 3, 3, 3, 3. Omer Papa, let's mix it up a little bit, let's make it complicated. Hilchasa Arba. We paskin, we have 4 strings on the tzitzis. B'sach shalish. However, he goes like the other shita, like Rav Yehuda, of within 3 fingers. Mishuleshes arba. 4, 3, 4. Okay. So don't go further away from 3 fingers of the edge. So as we'll see now, the hole that we put the tzitzis in is very, very exact. It's complicated. It can't be too far away from the edge, and it can't be too close from the edge. Also, where this is also, it can't be like this. This is no good. It has to be like this. We're going to see in a second. There's a guy running around, shul, telling everybody, no, you're like this. It has to be like this. In other words, it shouldn't be hanging straight down. It has to be coming off the side. So we'll see soon. Huh? You don't know. You don't know where my tzitzis is. You can't see here. Oh, you see, this is bad. This is terrible. Our boys say bad. We're going to change it right now. I did it before. Yeah. This is the side of the baguette. Oh, so this is kind of on the side, no? Yeah, there's a guy running around everywhere. Okay. Zog the Gemara. Remember this little shiur, so you tell me tzitzis has a shear, how long it has to be. But reminu tzitzis, the word tzitzis, ain't tzitzis el yoytze. It means tzitzis yoytze, it comes out. Ain't tzitzis el mashu, it's even a small amount. The elders went up to the attic. Tzitzis doesn't have a shear. You don't have to have a certain amount. Similarly, lulav ain't by shear. A lulav doesn't have an amount. So we're going to have to show this video first so you can understand the Gemara. Without this video, it might be a problem. I saw a lulav longer than this at the kotel once. I have a picture of it.
Kovod harav. Is this lulav kasher?
Kasher and mehudar. There's no shiur for a lulav.
Interesting. Chodik, you're missing a lulav. You can't do netila like that.
Of course I have a lulav. Here, take a look.
Are you serious? It's so tiny. The Rav said yesterday that there's no shiur for a lulav.
There's no shiur lemoilo.
Lemoilo.
But lemoto, there is a shiur. Go buy a lulav.
Oh, so now that we saw this, now we can understand. Givaldik. Lulav ein by shear. What? Lemoila. Remember, lemoila and l'shir. Mailav ein l'shir klal. Oh, it says ein shear. Ein shear. You take it literally. No. Lo ein l'shir lemalo. Aviyesh l'shir lemoto. There is a shear of how small. It can't be too small. You can tell me there's no shear at all. But when we learned sukkah, we always said shloisha tvachim means 4. It's 3 plus 1 for the actual shaking of the. Okay, so you need a minimum of 4 tvachim. So what are you telling me? There's no shear. Obviously, there's a shear. Minimum what? 4 tvachim. Elo ein l'shir lemalo. You must say, what does it mean? There's no limit. I heard that Reb Chaim Kanievsky was making on having very, very long lulavim, to the point where his nanuim were sometimes difficult because it was hitting the ceiling, like he was going like. Because Rashi, it seems from Rashi, there's a big noi in the lulav, in the length. The longer, the better. So too tzitzis. There's no shear of how long they are, but there is a shear of how short. You can't do too short. Tonu Rabbana. Tzitzis ain't tzitzis ela anaf. What's the anaf, Rabbi Yisai? To remind the oilam, here we go. Remember the anaf. This is the chulya. This is the gdil. And this part is called the anaf. The strings. He grabbed me by the tzitzis of my head. In other words, like hair, like loose hair. No shear in the world has a picture like this. What's tzitzio da'aramoy? Like the goyish here. What's the goyish here? Here. Right over here. I love the way he did it. It mamish looks like tzitzis. It has like the kesher of a tzitzis. Look at that. It's braided nicely. But then afterwards, on the bottom, it's loose. You see people wearing their braids like that, Jamaican braids. It's braided on the top close to their head, the skull. And then later, mamish like tzitzis. We have a kesher.
On the bottom and it's loose on top.
Right. It's loose on top. That's exactly what it is.
It's not.
Yeah. If it goes like that, it's on top. It means at the end, the edges. If you put the tzitzis on the corner itself, such as so, mamish on the corner, you don't give it any room. Oy ala gdil. Gdil means there's stitching on the edge so that it doesn't fray. Okay, fray is a good word. Ksheira. You put your tzitzis right there on the edge, it's okay. Rebbe Lezer Yaakov poised b'shneim. Rebbe Lezer says no good. So this shita, Rebbe Lezer Yaakov, is going to go mamish like we're going to say now. Rav says it's not enough that you put it on the corner, but it has to touch and move on the talus. Now that's the point. That if here Ariel or whoever's doing the editing, put this into the Hebrew share, please, because I didn't have a thing. If your tzitzis hangs like this, it's not rubbing on the beged; it's straight down. But if it's on the side, then it's constantly moving up and down. It's moving on the edge, and that's what we want. We want nitefes. We want it to go on the edge. So Rabbi said, look at your tzitzis and look at Tal's gadol, which I didn't do yet. And yet you should move it up, but eventually it comes down, so you got to pop it back up. It should be like this. It should be nitefes. Why? It's a pasuk. It should be literally touching the kanaf, not hanging over the kanaf. It should be moving the kanaf. Keman, Rebbe Lezer Yaakov is the one that says that you put it on the actual corner, like in this picture, or I'm sorry, not like this picture, the one before. This was me. Here it is. Somebody found this picture. Wow. This is a real lulav. With Mary Koenig that year, a long time ago. This is like 12 years ago. Wow. It's a serious lulav. And even had those beautiful things there. That guy. Shee. Kol hakavod. And the esrog, yichab how big that esrog is, right? It's not a joke. Okay. Who found that picture? You did, Dave? Mark, wow.
3 months ago.
Okay, but to find that exact day. Zog the Gemara. Geschmack. I'm telling you, the whole shas is like this. Everything, mamish, easy, geschmack of flowing sugyas. So it goes like Rebbe Lezer Yaakov that says you can't put it on the corner, and it needs to be noitef. It needs to be hanging down. Should be a minimum like this, like the part of the thumb. So we have two things here so far. We have Rav Papa who says maximum 3 fingers, and then we have this sheet that says minimum off the edge, this much, so it could be noitev, it could be touching the fabric. So the Gemara says v'itzruch, the Rav Papa v'itzruch, the Rav Yaakov. It's like interesting lashon, and they talk about it. What do you mean itzruch? There's a minimum and a maximum. So of course I need both. I need a shita that tells me how far, the most I could put it. Can I make my hole up here? No, it has to be within 3 fingers. Can I make my hole down here? No, it has to be within a thumb. So I need both. What do you mean? I think Gemara kind of says that. Even the Rav Papa have him, but mamish a big arichos here. You shouldn't do more. And the more you put it next to the corner, it's even better. So therefore I would think that you could put it mamish here, literally on the corner like this. It's the Rebbe Yaakov. No. You got to go at least 1 thumb's breadth away. Even the Rebbe Yaakov, you're not supposed to go really close because then you won't have a noitef. The more it's further away from the corner, put it 20 fingers away from the corner. It's going to rub much more. Sricha. I need both. Ravina and Rav Sama story. Ravina and Rav Sama was sitting in front of Rav Ashi. Chazi Rav Sama, Lakarna the glim of the Ravina, he noticed that the corner, one of the tzitzis of Ravina, the sasar botzar mimloi kesher gudol. I don't know, Dave, if you could find that picture of me with the tal shekulit chelas. Might be kedai to put it in. It was geschmack. They had a whole fabric this thick, all dyed in real chelas. It's gewaldig. Yes, or last night. So here it is, Rabbi. Say, take a look at this picture, gewaldig. You know how this happens all the time to children, especially, where the tzitzis pull out of that little hole and come really close to the edge. They cuts the fabric. Oh, this doesn't even look like the circle is cut, but you get the idea. The whole thing is cut. Oh, I didn't have my tzitzis. I left them in the hotel over there. I wanted to do this thingy over here. Okay, we'll have to figure out how to do it on the spot. Let's see, what can we do? How do we do it? No, I need like a... I'm like, Mom, I just want to tear my tzitzis out to do it. Anybody have a loose string or something? Okay. Zog the Gemara. Omelei, there's some of the Mar, Lord Rabbi Yaakov. Rabbi Yaakov says you're not allowed to put it next to the corner. It has to be a good thumb's breadth off the corner. Look at this. This is very close to the corner. Omelei, got him real good. Remember, we even said that your tzitzis could be this long, but provided that you started out with the regular shear of 12 fingers. So too over here. When you start off, you put it into the hole and it's more than a thumb's breadth away, then even if it slips down and rips, you're good to go. Ichsif. He was very embarrassed that he asked him the question. He should have known this. Rav Ashi tells Rav Sama, don't be embarrassed. Let this give lach. Chad min ayu. One person from Eretz Yisrael, Ketrei Minan, is smarter than two of us. Don't worry about it. What's pshat? Because Avir Eretz Yisrael machkim. Rav Mendi's Rebbe, Bachmot Chizrachi, he wants a bacher that hacked him at China, Camille Shir. So he looks at me and says, where are you from? He says, I'm from Bnei Brak. He says, oh, it's the Fashteich. Now I understand. So it says, Avir Eretz Yisrael machkim. But you know what? In Bnei Brak there's no air. So maybe... Yaakov. And as I'm saying it, I'm looking at a whole table of Bnei Brakis that came last night to the shir. Moshe Cohen and all his friends. And I said, you're not insulted, right? I said, you understand this more? He says, that's why I opened up a satellite location in Yerushalayim. I go there all the time. Okay, so this is a little complicated to show without, not complicated, but I had my prop, and I left it in the hotel, unfortunately. Basically, what do? We take the tzitzis, we put it through the hole, and then we make a knot, and then we make another knot. So it's 2 knots. He says, no. So how many strings do you have? After you put 4 strings through the hole, it comes out on the other side, you have 8 strings. He says, no. What I want you to do is, I want you to put 8 strings through the hole with the 4. I want you to start out with 4 strings, you fold them in half. So once you fold it in half, now you have 8. You put it through, and then you make a slip knot. If I had a thing, I could do it. Let's try to do one, let's say. No, but it's not enough, that's the problem. Okay, put it in here. Oh, it's not going to work. You see how it's going to work? See this? Now you put the tzitzis right through the slip knot. Pretend it's all 4 strings. You put these guys through the slip knot, and then you pull down, so you have a slip knot. You don't have a real kesher, you have a slip knot. It slipped out already. That's how the slip knot works. You chap or you don't chap? Oh, here, throw it in this way. Shkoyach. Oh, tazoy. Thank you so much. The Shkoyler of Stro. Yimamish, you came, beautiful.
Just in case?
Okay, here we go. We fold it in half, so we have 8 strings now. Okay? Now we take the 8 strings and we put it through the hole. Oh, tazoy. You see? Like this. And now we take it and you put it through the slip knot, and boom. I didn't make a knot, it's a slip knot. So now it's hanging like this. But what did I gain? I gained that I folded it up before I put it through the hole. So now I put 8 strings through the hole. It says gdil gdilim, and we learned that you need 4 times 2, it's 8. Not after you make a knot, all of a sudden you have 8. Through the slip knot. Now Rabbi Shlomo, you don't have to worry because it's a slip knot. So I'm going to just go like this, and boom, it comes right out. Shkoyach, beautiful. Because Baruch Hu loves us. You're going to find out that the punkt he had, he wasn't going to be in his pocket. What happened? Why do you have it there?
Every time I go to Chutz, it says she takes
You take scissors in your pocket? Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Stringing us along.
5 minutes ago.
Sorry.
Okay, Rabbi Isai, can we please stop with these? It's not interesting anymore. That's it. I'm done. I'm done with your, what is it called? No more puns, okay? Please.
You got them all knotted up.
I went to Panovich and I don't even like puns.
Maybe you had or something new. Come on.
All right, Zogdi Mara. Oh, so listen to this. Rav Acha bar Yaakov, Romi Arba, he took the 4, Vayif Lumeyav, he folded it up, Umayalu Begliman, he put it right through the hole, folded. Vavik Lumeyavak, then he did a slip knot. Kosovar Be'inon Tamya Beglima. He holds that when you put it through the hole, it should be 8 strings, not 4. Like we learned, the word Gdilim means 2. Gdilim means 4. B'mokim psil, as he put it through the hole, the psil. What's a psil? Rabbi Isai, let's go back over here. Psil, the corner. Rav Yirmiyah medifte romi tamyo the inu shitzar. Rav Yirmiyah was makbid. He started out with 8 strings, folded it in half. Now you have 16, and he put 16 through the hole. V'le'aviglu, but he didn't make a slip knot. He made a real knot, 2 knots. Ma'abri the Ravinu avid kididan. Ma'abri the Ravinu did like what we do. We put 4 strings through the hole, make 2 knots, and now you have 8 strings on the other end. Rav Nachman Ashkechel Rav Ado Barahava Rami Chuta v'Kol Mevarach Lasis Tzitzis. Here's a very interesting sugya. Do you make a bracha on making tzitzis? Sherkin Shalom Tzitzis v'Tzivanu Lasis Tzitzis. Omelei, my tzitzis shemana. What's going on here? What kind of? I heard you making a bracha on tzitzis. Hachi Amar Rav Tzitzis ain't tzricha bracha. Rav says you don't make a bracha when you make tzitzis. Kirach Nafshi de Ravuna, when Ravuna was nifter. All Rav Chizda Mirma, the Rav. I think that's when he became the Rashiva. So Rav Chizda asked a contradiction on Rav. Does Rav really say that you don't make a bracha when you make tzitzis? How do you know that if a non-Jew makes tzitzis, it's possible? Tell Klal Yisrael that they should make tzitzis. If you look at this pasuk, would you be able to learn from these exact words? Fakert. Tell Bnei Yisrael that Goyim should make tzitzis. The Gemara learns it. There's another man that says, Daber Bnei Yisrael, V'asu, somebody else should make you tzitzis. V'asu lem tzitzis. Bnei Yisrael yasu v'lo yevdi kechavim, but we learn it simple. Daber Bnei Yisrael, V'asu lem tzitzis, that Bnei Yisrael should make the tzitzis, only Bnei Yisrael, and not someone who's not a Ben Yisrael. V'amai Rumia, what's the contradiction? Any mitzvah that a non-Jew could perform, then the Jew cannot say, Asher kiddishonu b'mitzvaysav. You commanded me to do this mitzvah. No, anybody can do it. There's no bracha. But when it's a non-Jew does it, it's possible. Then a Jew makes a bracha. As the Gemara, is this in fact a very strong rule? Listen to this. Bris Mila, which is kosher by a guy. The sanyo irshem by roife. If there's no moil in the city, roife Yisrael. V'yesh bar armoi, and there's a non-Jew. V'roife kusi. There's a non-Jew and a kuti. Now there's a machlokes throughout Shas. There's a kusi ger emes, a ger arayis. Provided even if they're gerei emes. Let's say the gerei emes. They're real. In the beginning, they became giyorim for real, not because they were scared of the lions. We don't want the kusi. If we have an option, don't let the kusi. Why? Because the kusi is going to have bad kavana. He does brisim anyways for his family, all with kavana for avodah zara. They're old avodah zara back in the day. Har grizim. And Memela, he might use his kavanah during your son's bris. Not a good idea. The rear mayor. Rabbi Yehuda Omer Kusi v'la Armai. No, at the end of the day, Kusi is a ger. So don't give it to the Armai. Don't give it to the non-Jew. But yeah, true. Yeah, we had a whole sugi about that. Once he has the knife, he does something with the knife. Ubi Yisrael tzarich levarech. We know if you've ever been to a bris, the father makes a bracha. Domer mar hamal oimer baruch asher kiddushanu mitzvayzov v'tzivanu alamila. So this is a contradiction to your rule. What was your rule? Your rule is anytime a non-Jew could perform the mitzvah, a Jew does not make the bracha. We know Mila, a non-Jew could perform Mila, yet a Jew makes the bracha. Says the Gemara, you're asking me a question on Rav's rule. Rav holds that a non-Jew cannot perform a Mila. So then we don't have a question. Milu Taiva El Rav, Rav Mitzvah Basel, Ditmar, Menai Lemila by the Kamship Psula. Here, like Shamshi said afterwards, it's a machloikis. Dor Baparvish Meder Rav Omar, Vatas Brisi Sishmar. You, the Jew, shall wash the bris, meaning you perform bris. Rabbi Yochanan Omar, Himol Yimol, Hamol Yimol. If you have a Mila, you can perform a Mila. Just want to say real quick, Shalom Aleichem. So get ready. We got a guest. Shalom Aleichem. What's your name?
Greg, I'm from Kiryat Arba.
Kiryat Arba. You came today from Kiryat Arba? You were here for Shabbos.
I was here as a speaker at Shul in Ramat Beit Shemesh.
Beautiful. Shkoyah for coming. Who else is a guest? In the back. I saw somebody all the way in the back. What's your name? From where? Oh, you're here a few times. Givaldik. Okay, I'll try to remember. What's your name? From Cedarhurst. Shalom Aleichem. Nice to meet you. Anybody else?
I got a picture of you from last night in the Beged.
Ah, Dave, you have that picture of the Beged? Firestone, Rabbi Firestone. Okay, it's in the slides. Okay, I don't know, we're not there yet. Oh, I got that. Okay, I got it. There was a video coming up. Oh, Rabbi said, this is a good one. I like this one. But you just took it out. What happened? Oh, here we go. Could you do a bris milah with a guy? This left.
Thank you. No, what's the pshat? Why aren't we starting? It's mamesh getting late.
Where is he? Where's the mohel? We want to start the bris already.
We're going to get a lot of hack that this is not close to phone.
Not feeling good. I'm sending you my big Talmid. He's a gewaldig mohel.
Talmid?
And if you guys have sushi there, he'll make the breeze for half price.
What? What do you mean?
Relax, it's fine.
Where's the little yingele?
The boy is kosher for Milah.
Where's the little yingele? Not Nachman approved, but Mendy approved. You can't win them all. Huh? Shamshi approved. 2 over 3, give out. Shumalayich, what's your name? Shumalayich, you didn't want me to say hello to you before? You didn't raise your hand. You were here already for 6 months.
8 years.
First day he was
Zog the Gemara. Sukkah Misayele, Tefillin Tiyufta. I'm going to bring you a raya from Sukkah, and I have a bomb question from Tefillin. Hari Sukkah the Ksher B'Avid Kechavim. A guy could put up your Sukkah. The Sanya, Sukkah's Goyim, as Reb David said, Ganbach, the famous Ganbach in Masechta Sukkah. What does it stand for? A Sukkah of a guy made the Sukkah. Sukkah's Nashim. Women have like a certain, they need shade. Sukkah's Behema. Animals need the shade. Sukkah's Kusim. It's made for Kusi. Sukkah Mikol Makim. Any type of hut that gives off shade, Sheira is kosher. As long as it's made for shade and not for privacy purposes. And a Jew doesn't make a bracha on a sukkah, so it's perfect raya. Since a guy can make a sukkah, he's the first letter Gimel guy. He can make the sukkah, so there's no bracha. That mamash fits into our rule. The Sanya, he says sukkah latzmai oimer Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam shechiyanu v'kiyimanu v'kiyanu l'azman hazeh. You're supposed to make a shechiyanu when you make a sukkah. What do we do today? How come we don't make shechiyanu when we make a sukkah? Because we make it by what? By kiddush. But when you come to sit in the sukkah, Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam shechiyanu v'kiyimanu leishav hasukkah. V'yilulas is sukkah le'mevarach. Nobody ever made a bracha on making a sukkah. Perfect raya. The problem is tefillin to yuftei. The problem is from tefillin. Vari tefillin. The psul is by v'kechavim. If a guy makes your tefillin, oi, I forgot to put in what Benny sent me last night at 1 a.m. Okay, you'll send it to the editors. When we're in the factory, it says everything that you do should be l'shem kedushas tefillin. If a guy does it, no good. The Tanur of Chinana, Berei, the Rav Daf Membez on the base, Mipsharoinya, Pasroinya, say Torah, Tefillin Mezuzah, Shiksava Min. If Apikoris writes a Sefer Torah Tefillin Mezuzah, Kusi, Arvi Kachavim. Over here, Kusi means a Gerei Arayis. They're not real Gerim. Arvi Kachavim. Here, Meforish, a guy, Eved. Isha, the katan, even a 12-year-old child that writes a tefillin, no good. Mumer, psulin, no good. Shenemar ukshartam uksaftam. Kol sheyesh miksiva, yesh miksiva. If you could put the tefillin on, then you can write the tefillin. Kol sheyesh miksiva, and miksiva. If you're a woman, you don't put on tefillin, you don't write the tefillin. Turning of the daf. Adar Global, happy clients all year, not just this month. L'shadich.com. Please read a shidduch today. Rabbis are here. Another Givaldic video that hopefully Nachman Seltzer will like. Here, Sefer Torah, Tefillin Mezuzah, Shekasam Goy. The best is that no matter what, they have to put made in China. Whether it hurts them or doesn't hurt them, it has to be made in China. Yeah. It's fine. Whoa. Ksiva's okay. No. It's the mitzvah in the Torah. Kol she'eino b'kshira eino b'chsiva u'b'Yisrael ein tzorch levarach. The shalach Rav Chia berei the Ravuna mishmei the Rabbi Yochanan. Al tefillin shel yado imer baruch shekim tzvano lo nech tefillin. Al tefillin shel roisho imer baruch shekim tzvano al mitzvah tefillin. If you're Ashkenaz, this is what you say. If you're Sfarad, you don't say these two brachas. If you're Laz, it's tefillin lemevarach. Nobody ever heard they make a bracha on making tefillin. So this is a problem. Why? Because a guy cannot make tefillin. And if a guy can't make tefillin, the Jew should make the bracha on making tefillin. We said anything a guy can't do, a Jew makes a bracha. On a sukkah, a guy could do. That's why we don't make a bracha. And the call mitzvah, that's Yosef Gemar mitzvah. So the reason is, now we have a new pshat. Call mitzvah, that's Yosef Gemar mitzvah. When you're done, and there's no more mitzvah. Keep going milah. There's no follow up to the milah. It's a one-time thing. You cut and that's it. You're done. Even though a goy can perform the milah, Yisrael tzarech levarech. If that's the end of the mitzvah, then the Jew makes the bracha. The whole mitzvah, that's Yosef Gemar mitzvah, but any mitzvah, that's not the end. If you go in tefillin, you put on tefillin every day. Even though a goy cannot do the tefillin, Yisrael and tzarech levarech, the Jew doesn't make a bracha. Ubetzitzis. So what's going on in tzitzis? That's exactly the machlokes. Mar sav achoyves talasu. One man holds that the mitzvah is on the talus. And once you put the tzitzis on, that's it. The mitzvah is over. It's finished. If it's over, then you have to make a bracha. No, every time the person wears the tzitzis, he's mechuyev. So maybe it's more like a hechsher mitzvah, sort of. Believe it or not, we have a completely different way of learning the pasuk, like I pointed out in Amud Aleph. How do you know that when a guy makes tzitzis, it's kosher? Shenemar dabel b'nei Yisrael. Stop. V'asulahem tzitzis. The guy should make you the tzitzis. Yasul macherim. That's how he learns. That what? It's mutter for a guy to make tzitzis. Therefore, going back to the original pshat, any time a guy can make you, could perform the mitzvah, then there's no bracha. That's why we don't make a bracha on glasses scissors. What? Like sukkah. A guy could make a sukkah. That's why there's no bracha. So just as a preface, according to everybody, tzitzis must be made lishma. We just have a question. What does it mean to make? Does make mean to put it into the hole and make the tzitzis, or does it mean weaving it? So says the Gemara, if you make the strings of the tzitzis from leftover strings that are on the side of the, they hang off the fabric. A lot of times you buy your shirt, it's not, it depends on the company also, like little threads hanging all over the place. And you take them and you make tzitzis out of it. There's no lishma there. Just, cut the threads on the floor. Like my tzitzis I gave into to what do you call it? To seamstress, to do something to it. It came back with all sorts of colors of threads from, I guess on the table, there was a lot of threads, and just my tzitzis picked it all up, here and sheer. I was busy pulling them off. You can't make tzitzis from that. No lishma. Umina gradim. Like gradim is this. Oh, perfect. These guys. On the side, yeah? These guys. You take these edges and you make tzitzis out of it. Shkoyach. There's no lishma in this. This wasn't made. This is the same thing as Tazvul Menachos even. It's like, says the Gemara. Psula, no good. Menasisin, if you have like ready-made thread, ksheira. Even though it wasn't made lishma. Kamrita kamei lishma. Omar af menasisin psula. You can't make from ready-made thread. Bina tviyah lishma. Everything needs to be done lishma. Says the Gemara Ketanai. Like a machlokes Tanaim. Tzipam zav. Picture yourself if President Trump had tefillin, what color would they be? Gold. Everybody, Pasha, gold. There's no shaila. Noam and I saw a guy in Austria. Everything by him was gold. He was a wealthy individual, big Baal Chesed guy. His bottom, pure gold. Gold. His glasses, gold. His atara, pure gold. Shows up to shul. He's like a security. It's like crazy. Tzivim Zav. We have pictures of it actually. We can show it. There's the concept. We said this a bunch of times. Let me just show you what it looks like in writing, so maybe you'll remember it even more. There's a concept that when it comes to Sefer Torah, Tefillin, Mezuzah, it has to be something that's edible, that's kosher. Gold is not kosher. A non-kosher behema is not kosher.
Use gold in food sometimes.
Yeah, edible gold. It's true. In wine, I had actually.
There's a hamburger there.
Yeah, but it just means it's not a. Yeah,
it's gold. It's real gold.
I get it. Tzipon g'dzav, yeah, metal is kosher. All metal is kosher. Yeah, it's not a. Yeah. Okay. Tzipon zav you put on the bottom non kosher animal. Psula, it's no good because it has to be mutar meficha. Or behemoth ksheres, but if it's the hide of a kosher animal, it's kosher. Even though you didn't do lishma. You need lishma. So here's the machlokes. Do you need to do it lishma or not? So mela tefillin is like tzitzis that you have to do the actual work. It has to be lishma. Here we go, and this is the sugya that this is why we went to Til Chelet, which was I'm going to say this again. It was a crazy kiss from Hashem. The whole thing that my niece decided, my brother-in-law decided to do a Shabbos Sheva Brachas in D City. Turns out that it couldn't have been any better because my wife says we're going to go Shabbos, and I'm like thinking, we're doing a thing on Motzei Shabbos in Til Chelet. I said, where is it? D City. He says, it's probably like 2 hours away. Who knows where? Run after Shabbos, the whole thing. Turns out, to get into D City, there's a gate, a security gate. So when the gate opens, Til Chelet is right there by the gate. It's right in front, like 4.5 feet away. It was right there. Anyway, so it worked out great. So here it is. Amalei Abaya, the Rav Shmuel bar Rav Yehuda. Abaya tells Rav Shmuel bar Rav Yehuda, how do you dye the tchelas? Amalei, my sin and dam chilazon v'sam manim. You bring the blood. Basically, it comes in a pouch of the snail of chilazon, v'samanim, and other chemicals. V'raminu lubiyoira, you put it into a pot and you boil it up. V'shaklina purta b'beyelsa, and you take a little bit in an egg. Why an egg? So you explained last night, egg is like today the equivalent of a paper cup. A plastic cup, you could toss it away, it's garbage. And you have to toss it away because you don't want people to use it because it's for checking purposes. Why do you have to check it? So the way he showed it is fascinating. What comes out of this is a yellow substance, yellow. So how do you know if it's going to dye blue? So you must put white tzemer in it and pull it out and see if it's going to be blue. Here you go. We have a video of it. The mamish turns color. It's very, very cool. Here we go. This is mamish fast speed, so don't worry about it.
Put it in. I'm going to dip it into the dye. The dye is all ready. When you take it out of the dye,
you see the yellow?
After you take it out of the dye vat, then you're going to see what the color is. Because when the color is this is obviously not tcheles. So Baruch Hashem, we're able to see that we have real life, beautiful tcheles.
Wow.
Now, while this is changing color, I'm just going to put it in a second. Really, I'd like you to take. Hold this for a second, all right? I'd like you to take a little more. Shh. Did you get Mishem Mitzvah Tzitzis?
Is this hot?
No.
Shame, mitzvahs, tzitzis.
Oh, okay. Now, I did that for a reason so you understand this. What you have here, tcheles from the yam dom the rakia dom the kitza akavod. This is tcheles. If I wouldn't have put it in the sun, which I prepared it, what would have come out? Dargamot. If you wanted to look at it.
If you don't put it in the sun, it turns out purple.
Which is which? Can't tell them. One of them is Kala Ilan, one of them is Tcheles. Nowadays,
one is Kala Ilan, one is
we can
Tcheles.
actually get to see if any of the other molecules present. I'm taking a second now. Is this kosher Tcheles?
This is kosher. Oh no, this is not because we used it already. The taste the
this
best of this.
According to Tosfot, I feel as long as he said Lishma. According to Tosfot and the Rambam, this is perfectly kosher Tcheles. According to Rashi.
Okay, so that's this Gemara right over here. Can you dye more stuff in that dye or not? According to Rashi, it's aser. So, you dip in the wool, so you have to throw out that egg, and you have to burn the wool that you tested. Why do you have to burn the wool that you tested? Because you might use it for tcheles. You can't use it for tcheles. Why? Because it's a test product. And when you test, it's for testing. There's no l'shma. Shma minot las, I see three things from here. Shma minot te'ima psula. Let's stop over here. No, we have a few minutes, right? We're only at 56. We have 4 minutes. Okay, so we can keep on going. We learned 3 halachas from here, which Gemara says it's really 2. Shma minot te'ima psula. When you test the fabric, it becomes that fabric that you tested you cannot use for tzitzis because you didn't have the lishma. It wasn't done for you didn't say l'shem mitzvah tzitzis. You said l'shem to see if it's blue or not. Now, even if you had l'shma for that, it's not enough because part of your mind was to test. It's not 100% for tzitzis. Ushma minot debin and tzvi l'shma. You need to dye it l'shma, which seems like the same thing. Ushma minot ta'ama pasla. Ta'ama te'ima psala. That once you use that dye one time, you can't use it again. No double dipping mamish. Give out. That pun I'll take. The kids, so that's called, what does the Gemara call it? Marasheni, thank you. It's called Marasheni. Ask the Gemara, Hainu Tima Psula, Hainu Tzvi L'Shma. You're telling me 2 things that are the same exact thing. That what? Te'ima Psula. Yeah, that when, I'm just trying to see if it's the first one. Te'ima Psula, that what you dipped in, the original one, the test is no good. Why? Because you need L'Shma. It's the same exact thing. Omer Ravashi, you're right. My Tam Kamar is just explaining. My Tam Te'ima Psula. Why can't you use the fabric that was dipped into the original dye? Mishum Devin and Tzvi L'Shma, because you have to do it L'Shma. We're just going to go 3 more lines. What? Tarti, yeah. Shmar min tarti, exactly. The Gemara says tarti. That part is a mistake. Kitanoi, we have a machlokes, te'ima psula. The leftover dye is no good. Mishum shenemar klil tcheles. It has to be klil, it has to be concentrated tcheles, and not used. Dirib Chanina ben Gamliel, he said the Ziner, one of his questions on Rashi is like, why you could do it 25 times and it comes up beautifully, beautiful blue. How could it be that you can't use it? It's clear. It's concentrated. They would love somebody to come and give them a psak that you could use a double dip because they would save a tremendous amount of money. He says no, you can use it twice. He learns the word ushni as sheni, that you're allowed to double dip. Rabbi Sai, have a wonderful day.
Merit the schus of spreading Torah throughout the world. Sponsor a shir today. MDYsponsor.com or sponsor at MDYDaf.com.